There are 7 sister states in India in the northeastern region, which is a very fascinating. The 7 sister states are a group of states which are located in the northeastern India. The 7 states are Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Nagaland and Tripura. Wait a minute, how did they even get the name? The credit goes to the gentleman who is a civil servant. His name is Jyoti Prasad Saikia, who worked for the government in Assam. One fine day when he was at a radio talk show, he coined the term as 7 sister states. Voila, they got the name. In January 1972, during a radio talk show, the gentleman called these states as sister states, talking about how they share a common history and how they're so similar and how they depend on each other. Before India became independent in 1947, this wasn't the case. Tripura and Manipur were already princely states, which means they were ruled by kings, while there was only one big state called Assam. Assam was still under the British rule. After independence, 4 new states were created from the original Assam state. They were Mizoram, Meghalaya, Nagaland, and Arunachal Pradesh. The region was inhabited by various ethnic groups, the Mongolians, Tibetans, Burmese, over the centuries, who settled in the area and they left an indelible mark on these states. If you look at these 7 sister states, they were kind of scattered away from India and they were isolated from the rest of India and they were dependent on each other, which means they were not ignored, but they were away from the rest of the India, and they had to depend on each other for trade, for economics, for commerce, for settlements, transportation and other resources. There are a lot of challenges that these sister states faced that brought them together, and possibly one of the reasons that the gentleman coined the term as 7 sister states. They share a lot of common themes. They're far away from the rest of India. They lack good roads, railways, and the infrastructure is not on par with the other metro cities in India. There are sometimes conflicts between a lot of ethnic groups and they resolve it amongst themselves. Forests are being cut down and then it is a big problem for the natural habitat. Despite these challenges, the 7 sister states are interdependent on each other and they continue to attract visitors from all over the globe. They have unique cultures, beautiful nature, interesting histories. They also have about 220 ethnic groups and there are equal number of languages for these groups. And very often there are also security concerns. These states, to resolve their problems, have to work together and work with government to get those issues resolved, which brought them together despite a lot of diversity. However, Sikkim is the only state which is not included in these 7 states because it is kind of scattered away from the geography of these 7 states and it is only separated by something called the Siliguri corridor, which is otherwise known as the Chicken's Neck. That is one of the reasons Sikkim is not a part of these sister states, but nevertheless it is called as a brother state because of a few similarities here and there. Because Sikkim shares a completely different history and the dominance of the ethnic groups in Sikkim are quite different from what you see in the other 7 states. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the history of 7 sister states of India in the Northeast. Thank you so much. My name is Casey. Until next time, you're watching TV. I will see you again.